the BBC. So I still remember that. So wonderful. And then the last time I met Maharaj was in Wellington, and we had such a glorious time there because it was so one-to-one, so intimate. And once again he made us chant verses. I'm sure Mr. Gopal Prabhu, you were there as well. I remember the word. Ayu harati vai pumsam. Do you remember the words? Ayu harati vai pumsam. Udhyam ashtam chayannesa. Tasyarthe yat kshanamrita. Uttama shloka varthaya. He made us all recite a verse, one by one by one. And then he would pick us up if the pronunciation was not proper. And then he pointed out to me and said, this is what you should do for the rest of your life. Simply chant verses from the Bhagavatam. So I should remember that. So my humble request to all the disciples is, I know it is very difficult at this point of time, especially since Goswami Maharaj has disappeared. But I remember Bhaktivinoda Thakur's very wonderful poetry. He reasons ill who says that Vaishnavas die. He reasons ill who says that Vaishnavas die. For thou art still living in sound. The Vaishnavas died to live and live to spread the holy name around. And that's exactly what Goswami Maharaj is doing. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. We have now our god brother from Wellington. He is visiting the Wellington temple. Nitya Gopal Prabhu. And so I'd request him to say a few words.
Namami Mohan Charanaravinde Srimad Bhagavatasudya Se Pacharine Mukatarine Srimati Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Guruvade Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamine. Hare Krishna. First of all, I'd just like to pass on the apologies of all the disciples in Wellington who could not be here today. There's a Bhagavad Sapta program there, and so they had to serve there and could not come. My first contact with Maharaj was in Newlands in 2002, and that's the time where Srila was saying about he got us to recite the sloka Ayu harati vai pumsam. So after he gave the class, Maharaj he said that everyone you should remember by evening time this sloka. So once Maharaj went to his room, I was so scared. This was the first time I had even met a sannyasi. And I was going to Srila and said, how do you remember? What was the sloka? What was the sloka? And he said, Ayu harati vai pumsam. So Srila was very merciful to me then also. And then some time later, I took initiation and we went with Maharaj to Sydney. And that time, I truly realized how tolerant and merciful a Vaishnava is. I was fairly new even then, and so I didn't really know how to act or what was the Vaishnava etiquette as such. But he was always tolerant and always forgiving and always showing how to do things. One example was that every time I would leave Maharaj's room, I wouldn't bow down, I would just walk out. And Maharaj noticed after some time, so he said to me, whenever you leave, you should bow down. And he said, because if you bow down, then everyone will love you. The person you're bowing down to, they will love you, So his example and his way of teaching was very nice. He would always say that we should be merciful to everybody. We should be merciful to everybody except ourselves. Because if we're merciful to ourselves, then we'll not wake up for Mangalati. And he taught by example actually. He was very sick in Sydney, he was coughing and he'd have a cold and everything. But he would still get up for Mangalati, he would not miss Mangalati. And some of the devotees would sleep, they weren't even sick or anything, and they'd miss Mangalati, but he would never miss. And he would teach by his example. He never expected anything from his disciples or any service. Even in the morning, one time I was there, and Maharaj was in the shower, or so I thought. And one of my godbrothers, senior godbrothers, he came and he said, where's Maharaj? And I said, Maharaj is just having a shower. And he said, no, he's not, you better go quickly, he's probably washing his own clothes. And sure enough, when we went into the bathroom, he was rinsing his dhoti and his kurta, at age of 84. So he was not expecting anything, like, oh, here's my dhoti, wash it, or anything like that. Any spare moment he got, he was always studying Bhagavatam, whether they were devotees or not. If they were devotees, he would get them to recite slokas and go through Bhagavatam. If he was by himself, then he would also just read Bhagavatam. So that's one of the things that really touched me, that he would teach by example. I had a few other things noted down. And he also said that one of our senior godbrothers recently, that he said, if you follow my instructions, then I'll never leave you. He said, I'm sick and I'm here at the hospital and everyone is coming to visit me, all the disciples, but that's not pleasing me. That is pleasing them, because I get to see me and that gives them a good feeling. But he said, if you want to please me, then sincerely follow my instructions and I'll always be with you. So that was one of the things that also touched me. And his instructions were the same for all his disciples. And as Srila Prabhu said, BBC. He always says, study Bhagavad Gita, study Bhagavatam, and do your chanting. These were the instructions that he gave. Yes, I'd like to end there. Jai. His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada.